Hello, I am pleased to hear you are a new member to our board. You are now part of a very important organization in your area. As a Community Futures board member, your influence on the board will impact and enhance the future growth and development of communities in your region. As our Community Futures continues to grow as an organization, it is very important for us to ensure that all of our new members understand what is a Community Futures organization, background and history of the Community Futures program, Community Futures functions, and the requirements of a Community Futures.
Hi, I'm Maria and I will be your guide for this video.
Community Futures, growing leaders, growing boards, and growing communities.
Community Futures organizations are local, independent, not-for-profit corporations that are governed 100% by a volunteer board of directors. You have just joined an organization that directly affects and supports business in your surrounding region. You should be proud to know that the group you have just joined helps build local businesses and implements community-based economic development strategies through strong leadership. Community Futures was initiated in 1986 by the federal government. The main goal of Community Futures was to bring together long-term strategic planning with community-directed economic development. Community Futures has evolved as an organization since its inception. In 1995, the program had a major shift and became more specific to rural communities in Canada. The major financial support is obtained through federal government departments.
The main objectives of Community Futures are foster economic stability, growth, and job creation, diversified and competitive local rural economies, and sustainable communities.
Although all Community Futures organizations share these common objectives, the manner in which they achieve them can vary from region to region. However, the critical elements that define local Community Futures organizations are:
they are locally based, not-for-profit organizations. They are community-driven. The organizations are directed by volunteer boards. They involve multi-stakeholder collaboration. Emphasis is placed on local strategic planning, and the initiatives that they pursue are aligned with their strategic plans.
There are 90 Community Futures corporations operating in Western Canada, 34 in British Columbia, 27 in Alberta, 13 in Saskatchewan, and 16 in Manitoba. In addition to business development services they provide, they also involve themselves in a wide array of community initiatives, including strategic planning, research, and the implementation of a diverse range of community economic development projects. Each province in the West has its own provincial association comprised of local Community Futures members. In 1996, the 4 provincial associations formed the Community Futures Pan-West Network to strengthen Community Futures in Western Canada. Since its inception, Community Futures Pan-West has undertaken a number of important regional initiatives.
An impact study that provided an objective, systematic assessment of the impacts and effects generated by the Community Futures initiative across Western Canada, raising the profile of Community Futures in communities throughout Western Canada, the creation of the Community Futures Board Development Program, which is helping to provide Community Futures directors with the skills and knowledge they need to build stronger, more sustainable organizations, and the creation of the Community Futures Staff Development Program to enable staff to build capacity and help ensure that all Community Futures organizations have the tools to live up to the promise of excellence. The 90 Western Community Futures organizations are part of a nationwide network of 269 organizations, serving all of rural Canada from coast to coast. In your Community Futures, the chief decision-making body is the Board of Directors, which consists on average of 10 to 12 members. Your board is likely to utilize several subcommittees. These subcommittees may include a focus on small business investment, audit, governance, human resource development, sector-specific committees focused on regional needs, for example, forestry, tourism, and agriculture, and other ad hoc issue-specific committees.
Everyone's role is important on the board and also on the subcommittees. Each subcommittee can vary from region to region. However, they all work towards the same goal of stimulating growth in the new businesses of our communities. As a member of the board, your role is to
Define the strategic direction and determine the mission, goals, and priorities of the organization. Establish policies that reflect the values and principles of the group and serve to guide the organization in the fulfillment of its mission. Provide financial and legal stewardship. Be responsive and responsible to your community and region, and ensure that the programs and services of your community futures are well known and that your stakeholders are aware of the positive impact of your activities.
All directors need to be aware of issues relevant to their respective organizations, such as
stakeholder and funder relations, human resources, community or regional concerns, financial resources, strategic planning, and cooperative relations.
Some of these issues are addressed through contractual requirements with the Government of Canada. For example, your Community Futures organization is required to
develop and submit an annual operations plan, file quarterly performance reports, file 6-month financial statements, make available to the public your annual audited financial statement, make available to the public a list of your board of directors and the process by which members are elected or appointed to your board. As a member of the board, you are expected and responsible to fulfill your fiduciary duties. This means that you must act ethically and in the best interest of your organization, avoid a conflict of interest, always let your board know when you have a conflict and refrain from participating, discussing, voting, or deciding on that issue. Act prudently and avoid any unreasonable risks. Make certain that the organization is operating within its legal framework. Attend board meetings regularly. This is one of the best ways to meet your responsibilities as a board member. And use your best judgment. Keep yourself informed and always ask questions. The Community Futures Board of Directors is also responsible to ensure the corporation is sufficiently staffed to carry out its mandate. The average Community Futures organization is staffed with a general manager or an executive director, a minimum of 1 business analyst or a loan officer, a community economic development officer or a special projects coordinator, and an administrative assistant.
The Board of Directors is responsible to hire the General Manager and delegate to him or her the authority for the operation and management of the corporation. The Board must ensure expectation levels are clear and met through regular or annual performance evaluations. The General Manager is responsible for the effective and efficient management of the organization in accordance with the policies and strategic direction from the Board of Directors. The General Manager is accountable to the entire board for all actions. In this way, Community Futures has an operational system of checks and balances. This mechanism enables Community Futures to operate at its full potential. As we have learned over the course of this video, the guiding principle of the Community Futures program is to support community economic development and its process within your region. We do so through a variety of activities. The majority of Community Futures activities may be grouped under 4 functions.
Community Futures organizations act as a hub, distributing current and relevant information to business owners and other community organizations. We also gather information. The more information we obtain about our community, the better job we may do to personalize our programs. There are many key players and stakeholders that drive the future of our communities. It is our duty to stay informed of the plans, activities, and priorities of these stakeholders to ensure that the activities of Community Futures assist and complement those of other community leaders.
Community Futures organizations lead, support, or participate in strategic planning activities for themselves and their region. As a catalyst in promoting and assisting in strategic planning processes, the role of Community Futures is to facilitate greater collaboration and more effective decision-making regarding the future development of the region and its communities, and of the Community Futures organization itself. As agents of change, the role of Community Futures is to carry out key projects and activities necessary to implement the strategic plans that have been developed. Community Futures has an established list of fundamental core programs that we offer, as well as non-core programs and services. The core programs that we offer are
business counseling, business training, assistance with business research, loans to small business, and supporting community-based projects. Examples of non-core programs offered by some CF organizations are self-employment programs, youth initiatives, targeted immigration and investment programs, community economic adjustment initiatives, and community economic development projects.
Community Futures organizations deliver these services to achieve or complement our core mandate: to diversify our local economies and create and maintain strong, vibrant, and entrepreneurial communities. Community Futures build capacity and act as agents of change to assist our communities to grow and remain strong. You have joined a group that is committed to build positive economic growth, and you are a driver of new business in rural communities. We thank you for watching this video, and we thank you for your service as a volunteer. We'll see you at the board meeting.